Hi everyone and welcome to 3 Charts in 1 with me, Richard Perry, market analyst for Infinox on Wednesday the 28th of September. We've had significant selling pressure breaking down on these major markets. We've had dollar strength, risk appetite faltering, and that's reflected on all the charts we're looking out for today. We've got euro dollar breaking down, we've got the gold chart breaking down, and also the DAX lower as well. So starting off with this euro dollar chart here, we've seen just on a consistent basis lower highs, lower lows. I'll go out a few levels on this chart, basically back to the middle of last year when it started to fall over, and breakdowns, old support becomes new resistance on a consistent basis. I talked about this a couple of weeks ago where we talked about the fact that breaking down below 99 figure to 99.50, that old support, that would induce the next leg lower, and we've seen that breakdown. Market has then subsequently used that as a basis of resistance and falling over. Overhead supply is clearly now in place around that 99 big figure mark, 98.50 to 99 big figure, and it's just now how the market reacts to this breakdown. We've seen the RSI into the low 20s. This is very stretched. This is oversold territory in the extreme, and we could see a technical rally at some stage, but at the moment markets are just not trusting any sort of a rally. We saw a hint of a recovery yesterday, just got sold into. Show you on the 4-hour chart, a technical rally early morning, then just fell over at that 97 big figure mark area, and just continued lower and is again breaking down this morning. In terms of support, there is no support. We're talking 20-year lows on the euro, so you're thinking round numbers, you're thinking 95 figure, 94 figure potentially, but that RSI at 23, that does lead me to think that there might be a technical rally at some stage. It just needs to get through the resistance 95.60 to 97 big figure is resistance overhead. If you can get through that, you're back up around the 99 figure mark, but just at the moment it's just under huge downside pressure and looking negative. Similarly with this gold chart, we've seen this sell-off that we've had since the end of Feb, and it's just low again, lower highs, lower lows, with all these old supports breaking down, becoming new resistance. We had that back in the late summer on the breakdown. We've had it again on the breakdown below 1680, becoming new resistance in the past week or so. Really strong situation of that happening, 1680 to 1690 area, and the next leg lower. So let's put out on the weekly chart. We've got to really go out again one more level to where we're at the moment, because we've had this significant breakdown. I mean, theoretically, I've got to talk about downside projection targets of this massive trading range top area, and we're talking sort of in the mid 1400s from that, maybe even 1400. But just for now, it's falling away. It is oversold, but is it stopping? Not at the moment. It's negatively configured. Any technical rally is seen as a chance to sell seemingly at the moment. You've got the overhead supply coming in at 1650, up towards 1680 now is selling territory. I mean, it just, again, it's another chart that looks as though it's got more in it to the downside. Little bit stretched on the RSI, but not massively, and you'd think that any technical rally is a chance to sell on this. So 16, even 1640 to 1650 on this 4-hour chart is selling opportunity territory. And finally with the DAX, well, we've seen a breakdown below the 12,375 mark, and again I've got to put it out on the weekly chart and then go up another level here, because the next real support doesn't come in until this 11,320 area. That is, I mean, looking at this chart, it's perfectly possible that that's going to be seen maybe in the coming weeks, that a move towards 11,320 could be seen. And below that, you're talking about the massive sort of COVID territory spike low there, back into the sort of 8,000 area, 7,000. But let's not think about that now. 11,320 is the next support on a long-term basis. In terms of resistance, I mean, clear overhead supply that comes in around here, 12,375 up towards 12,600 is the sort of territory you're looking at. RSI below 30. I mean, again, it is getting to be stretched, but is it going to be a where a point at which we can see a technical rally setting in, maybe. But again, you'd be looking at that overhead supply between 12,375 and 12,600 and thinking, wow, that's really is territory where you've got a whole batch of sellers sitting there waiting for an opportunity to sell again. So that would be the risk there on the DAX. So I wish you good luck in your trading today, and I will speak to you soon. Thank you very much.